Hey folks, Vortex here and welcome to my review of the Simgot Ew300. As you can see there, so you can see it's one diamond driver, one planar, or one I think piezo, and yes, so it's one driver short of the Super Mix 4. And yeah, so I have no idea what this is like. As you can see, it's still sealed. So yeah, as usual, full disclaimers. I'd like to thank Linsol for sending this out to me, so thank you very much. I was not paid to do this video, and all thoughts and opinions are my own. And yeah, I'm not really keen on this hearts and crosses, but yeah, let's just get into it. So let's see what you get. Like I said, the driver kit there, there's some fingerprints, so I'm just basically taking the cellophane off. I guess the internals, nothing on the sides, bit of company information there, and specs. So if you can read that, so there's two nozzles, silver tube and red, golden and purple. Bit of information there, bit of specs here if you can read it. So yeah, so it says one planar magnetic driver, and that might be one of those BA looking type, but we'll find out. And a 10mm DD, impedance is 28 ohms, frequency response from 8 Hz, so that's really low, to 40,000 Hz, but effective is 20 Hz to 20 kHz, 0.782 pin, and yeah, love an X. So that's actually what you get. Bit of a, come on, it's a bit of a toughie. There you go, no editing. So again, not really keen at kind of motive. Maybe would have been a better around like Valentine's Day kind of time, but it is what it is. So let's get these out. So the internal part looks the same as the other ones, or very similar. So very shiny. Obviously I'll take that off in a bit. So it screws off. You can see the ring there. I'll leave that on so I don't lose it. There's the designs. Looks kind of cool. Obviously metal. So they're always kind of nice build quality Simgots. So what you get in here? Just the tips. Usual tips from them, I think. I've had no issues with these. They seem fine. Hopefully there's a case in here, and QC number 3. User manual for wired earphones. Bit of common sense if it focuses. Instructions. Place the oops, if it focuses. Only for models with this function. Replaceable nozzles. Nothing really on the back. Yeah, and that's actually what you get. Quite curious of the cable as well. Okay, so here we go. Cable seems pretty good. Black and gold. Straight 3.5. Okay, so we've got a few things in here. So 4 red, 4 purple, bunch of different foams. I didn't know they included those. Don't lose them, really small. Obviously here the other ones. So purple on there, red already fitted on the ones over here, as you saw. So yeah, quite curious of these. Hopefully they do a big enough difference with the different nozzles. And yeah, I'll see you in the future when I've put a bunch of time on these. So welcome to my review section of this Simgot Ew300. Also to bear in mind, I only have this version. There's also the high bad boy version, which is, I think it looks like black, like a matte black finish. I don't have that. There's also a DSP version, which is slightly more than that. I don't have that, so my opinion is just on the standard model, which this one is. Yeah, anyway, so let's have a look. Looks like with the cable, and also this is $69. A little bit cheaper than I expected, considering the Tribrid, the driver set. I was expecting close to 100, but yeah, $69 for this version. Anyway, straight 3.5. I've been using this for a day or two, and it's been absolutely fine. Cable's quite soft. I'm actually quite happy with it. Y split doesn't do anything. This is the chin slider one. So the Y split's fine. Chin slider's loose than we do. A fat lot, to be honest, in my opinion. And this way it looks like, obviously, on there. I'm not keen on the design, but I'll get to that in a bit. And yeah, so that's that. So the shape of it is like, seems to be very similar to like the EW200s. They was a decent set, but I always found them a bit too bright, which is a common thing for like Simgot models. Anyway, so to talk about the nozzles, comes with two. So I've got the gold one fitted. Oops, if it focuses. So it's gold. The other one is silver. That equates to the graph when we get to it, and that's it. So there's just the two different nozzles. You can see from the shape, it's basically the EW200s. Obviously, what says right and it says left, and that's the design on the back. Again, not really my cup of tea, but they did a NEM sit with this, and they haven't changed it. So at least fair play to them for keeping that kind of design to it. So power and sensitivity, I found these pretty easy to power, nothing out of the ordinary, but they did seem to benefit from a decent dongle, like a quality, at least getting a good quality signal really is probably the best thing. Don't need anything that powerful, just clean really is probably the best way to do it. So comfort and fit is okay, it's the same as any other Simgot. Again, they're not very big. I like that it's a long enough kind of, see the height there. Comfort wise, I was actually absolutely fine with them. They are a bit heavy, and also bear in mind if you're in a colder climate and you put these on outside, these are metal, so it will be cold. Obviously, you'd probably imagine it anyway. So timbre on this set, so it does sound sometimes a little bit unnatural. I'm not surprised because it's got there's three different driver types in here, but it's better than you expect, and that's probably all I can say really. And before that, all you do is you just screw this off. So you got the purple one there, and that's it. You can see, just see the driver in there. Obviously, you can see gold with the purple O-ring. Put that on there because I don't want to lose that because I never end up finding it. So that's that. Straightforward. And obviously, these are the kind of tips it comes with. These are the mediums. Absolutely. I was absolutely fine with them. Anyway, so detail and like resolution, and I've thrown technicalities, all are very good. Again, it helps that kind of piezo and the planar driver that they've actually used. Obviously, all the information, I will link this in the description so you can see the actual driver types, but it's a piezo, planar and a DD. So, yeah, they've done a really good job with it in my opinion. Anyway, so soundstage and imaging on this set, well, again, I think they've done a very good job. Imaging, I think, is very good, and soundstage sounds quite big, like height and width. In my opinion, you may think different, but from my testing, it seems fine. Also, seems pretty good for gaming as well, like as in casual gaming, not competitive gaming, because you can have a bit too much bass for that. For casual gaming, it's all good really. Anyway, sound, because these are not what I expected. So I put the graph on there, you can have a look. Now, as you can see, not as bright, but we'll get to that in a bit. So bass, Simgot bass, so quality bass, not a bass head, but it's more than enough. I think it's very fun, very engaging. Again, I tried this with my normal electronic music, and I tried it with some drum and bass this time. Very well, very good. I enjoy my time with it. It's quite a good level. I'm quite glad they're not bass light or crazy bassy, but yeah, good level, decay, slam, all good really. Mid-range, as you can see, there's a little bit of a difference. So this is where the different nozzles start to play. So if you pick the silver one, it's probably the better pick for vocals. I found sometimes the gold one, vocals are a little bit further back than you might want. Again, I think the silver one it helps bring it a little bit more forward. It's probably the better one for vocals in my opinion. Not a shouty set. Mid-range is, I think, is pretty solid on it. It depends on, obviously, your preference, really. Like, I normally like smoother tuning, so I would probably pick the gold one. But if you actually want, if vocal-centric's more your thing, pick the silver one. And that's basically it, really. Apart from that, mid-range is pretty solid. Didn't really seem... It looks a little bit U-shaped-ish, but it's not too bad at all. Again, good set. So treble is, these aren't as bright as other Simgot models. So when I tried this straight away, even with the silver one, I thought, oh, I was expecting it to be like quite bright compared to like the 200s and the EA500s. They've smoothed it out a little bit, which I like that, and that's one of the things I always hoped that they did, and they've done it basically. But then you can see where the difference lies. So the silver one is the brighter one at the two for tuning. Probably the best one, I think. It's a bit more balanced, a little bit more detailed. Obviously, it's a touch brighter, but it's not like Simgot brightness it normally is. But yeah, good detailed set, good extension. It's amazing what you can get for $69 to have so much extension and performance for that kind of money. Stuff like this before would have cost hundreds of dollars or hundreds of pounds, but these aren't. But anyway, before I get sidetracked too much, but yeah, treble is very good, detailed, without being bright, without being sharp. Everything you want to hear is there. It's amazing how they're not bright, but they're detailed, which is quite a thing. But anyway, at the two, I think the silver one is where you want to be, which is the green line on the graph. Obviously, the gold, which is blue, is a little bit safer. Pick your poison, really. But I think the silver one is probably best overall. It gives you a little bit more detail, but on the whole, great detailed set with great layering as well. And I think that's pretty much it. So, conclusion is, do I recommend the EW300? Yes. Probably one of the best Simgot so far. So if you didn't like the Super Mix 4s, which probably might be technically better than these, I found them a bit bright, but you want the detail. They shoved all the detail at you, and you got big stage and air and extension. This is a bit lower than that, but I like that it's a bit low. It's a bit smoother to listen to. What I don't really like the background. The heart and cross is a bit. It'd be good for Valentine's Day, but this is August 24th, so I'm nowhere near Valentine's Day. But yeah, anyway, tuning good set. I like the build. It's a bit fingerprint magnety, which is where the high bad boy one might be better. Again, I haven't tried that personally, but yeah, good cable tips, performance. I like that it's a bit smoother than the others. I like them detailed without being sharp or shouty. And yeah, probably one of the better ones in my opinion. Beats the 200 easy and the 100p. Now, EA500, I think this is tuned better than that. And the LM was a bit, it starts getting bright with those models. And again, I didn't like it. I think this is a better middle ground. And for $69, I think it's a great price. Again, I was expecting it closer to like 100. But yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, nozzles are easy to do. Good comfort fit. Cable's good. And they come with a case. And spare foams and O-rings, as you saw in the clip before this. And I think that's it. So if you think I missed anything, please do let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Take care. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.